Hello everyone. In this session, let us know difference between a symbolic AI and connectionist AI models. So, symbolic AI is the early days of artificial intelligence. It is also known as good old-fashioned AI or classical AI. So, early days of artificial intelligence models, they used this symbolic AI in their programs. So, basically symbolic artificial intelligence is encoded in structured human readable formats. Means entire logic, grammar, ontology of our context, they are represented in a structured way of our entire intelligence is represented in a set of rules and a knowledge base. So, here in this symbolic AI, knowledge is represented as symbols, and logic and rules are performed through a formal logic like our propositional and predicate logic. We infer the new conclusions from those logics. That was early days of AI. Symbolic AI was human readable and explicit how humans understand. Humans they can easily read these rules and make interpretations. So, manually encoded. So, they always approach from top to down approach of problem solving they follow. So, these are the three important components in symbolic AI. Knowledge base, it consists a collection of facts and rules. A set of facts are defined and a set of rules are defined on those facts. By repetitive application of if and then rules, we try to incur new knowledge. Like a prologue is one example of this kind of system where we give a set of facts and rules. Recursively, we try to write the program to get the desired output. So, inference engine that applies a logical reasoning. We perform logical reasoning on these symbols to get the conclusions. Such algorithms used to explore possibilities and find solution. Let us have a small example. Suppose I designed one customer support decision tree using a symbolic AI. Here dissatisfied customer is there. Suppose he wants to complain. He goes to the service help. He don't want to complain. He stay there only. So, when service representative goes, either they solve the problem, then he is satisfied. If problem is unresolved, still is dissatisfied. Again, he may put a request for escalate, or he just give up. So, what is happening to this customer in that particular support is entirely represented as a tree structure here. So, here human readable format means we can easily make out what is happening in the next state. This is a simple top down approach of our symbolic AI. But new models like till now whatever we discussed, connectionist models using neural network models, unlike symbolic model, they are learn from the data and try to predict the things. So, what are the four key characteristics of this connectionist model? Are distributed representation. As I said, concepts and features are distributed across many neurons in the network. So, learns from the data through process of training. These algorithms, they go to under a training by looking at the features of different data sets. They learn and they try to predict. So, symbolic goes in a top down approach. They generally follow bottom to top approach. Intelligence is not programmed explicitly. So, it is emerge. So, here you don't require to program like a symbolic AI. Your model itself tries to learn, and all the neurons, interaction of those neurons gives us a new kind of a intelligence. No explicit rules are defined like our symbolic AI. So connectionist AIs are advanced models than symbolic AI. So here we have three kinds. I already discussed about these basics. Every neural network has a interconnector of neurons. These neurons get activated whenever weighted sum is passed through these activation functions, and a loss is calculated if there is any error than predicted and desired. So error is back propagated. This we discussed in our last sessions. So if our model can choose a symbolic AI model, connectionist model. Let us see how they are different aspects. In representation wise, symbolic and explicit rules. Here entire knowledge is represented as a set of rules. Here knowledge can be represented as a distributed representation of concepts. Reasoning wise, they apply the rules, logical inference rules, whereas our connectionist is data driven pattern recognition is performed. Learning manual knowledge encoding, whereas this connectionist model learn from the data sets. Here manually we have to encode what kind of facts and rules we are giving to the system. Explainability, so this is high because it is more readable, human readable. Not only readable, for a knowledge base we have to give each and every rule so that to get a correct conclusion. So here explainability is low because they are learning from the data. Adaptability, it is very low. It is high in connectionist model. So because here this symbolic age requires a lot of manual inputs at regular intervals of time, whereas this one, once a sufficient data set is prepared, they learn and adapts the data. So applications that scale for a long means as time grows, so we need to scale the application at a higher levels, means that can support more number of users and more number of features. Then symbolic AI is low, whereas our connectionist AI is very high, works well with large data sets. As data set size grows, means knowledge base also grows, then we have to form new kind of a new rules. That is also one difficulty in symbolic AI. Next, typical applications where we use this symbolic AI. We use symbolic AI in expert systems, rule based reasoning and symbolic logic, and we have many applications. In last session you go through those applications: image recognition, NLP, robotics and gaming. So strengths, symbolic AI is precision because here number of facts and rules are limited. What we get from the system is highly precision wise you can expect. Here is not a precision, flexibility, generalization, large scale data you can handle in connectionist. So challenges, problem with symbolic is that you can't generalize a new knowledge from existing knowledge, like you can't generate a new logic from old logic, whereas here this is one problem. Here is to train the data, to train this our model we require a large data sets. If we train our neural network model with the smaller data sets, so it may affect the outputs of the our model, means you may not get accurate outputs. That is one problem with the connectionist AI. So these are different aspects we have to consider while developing a model, whether we choose a symbolic AI or connectionist AI. So based on our application requirement, size and data features, we go through one. But for a large data sets, when there are many number of features, it has to do a lot of work. It is always suggested to go for a connectionist AI. So these are the differences we can find between symbolic and connection AI. Thank you.